Namaste viewers. Today in this video, I'll discuss about Zwitter ion and isoelectric point. Okay. So what is Zwitter ion? Zwitter ion can act as an acid or a base, right? When an amino acid is dissolved in water, aqueous condition, it exists in solution as the dipolar ion or Zwitter ion. Okay. A Zwitter can act as an acid, okay, that is proton donor, or a base, that is proton acceptor. Substances having this dual nature are amphoteric and often called ampholytes, that is from amphoteric electrolytes. Here you can see the basic structure of an amino acid with amino group, carboxyl group, R group, and the H. Okay, the center carbon atom is the chiral carbon atom or alpha carbon atom. What has happened here? In this case, this particular acid which has shifted proton to base to become NH3 plus, and this become COO minus. Now let us understand in detail about chemical properties of amino acids, that is dipolar ion or Zwitter ion. The name Zwitter is derived from the German word meaning hybrid. This Zwitter ion, which is a hybrid molecule where you could see the presence of both positive charge and negative ionic groups in the molecule, and amino acids rarely exist in a neutral condition. Each amino acid characteristics of pH will be having, okay, that is, for example, leucine at pH 6 carries both positive and negative charges and exists as a Zwitter ion. In aqueous solution, amino acid exists as charged molecule because they contain acidic group, okay, that is COH group, which is a proton donor, basic group, that is NH2 group, which is a proton acceptor. Okay, when this COH donate the proton, this NH2 with group which is going to accept and become NH3 plus, and this becomes COO minus. That time we can see both the charges, right? Thus amino acids form a dipolar ion or Zwitter ion or neutral. Okay, molecules that bear charged groups of oppositely polarity is known as Zwitter or dipolar ion. In strongly acidic pH, the amino acid is positively charged, while in a strongly alkaline pH, it is negatively charged. A Zwitter ion is a molecule with functional groups of which at least one has positive and one has a negative electrical charge. The net charge of the entire molecule is zero. Amino acids are the best known examples of Zwitter ions. They contain an amine group, that is basic, and carboxyl group, acidic. The amino group is the stronger base, and so it picks up protons, that is H plus, from the COOH group to become a Zwitter ion, a dipolar ion, or neutral molecule. The neutral or Zwitter ion is the usual form amino acids which exists in solution. Okay. Now let us understand here isoelectric pH. Okay. Here all amino acids and all proteins, when subjected to changes in pH, pass through a state at which there is an equal number of positive and negative charges on the molecule. The pH at which this occurs is known as isoelectric point or isoelectronic pH or isoelectric pH, and is denoted as Pi. When dissolved in water, all amino acids and all proteins are present predominantly in their isoelectric form. In other words, there is a pH, the isoelectric point, at which the molecule has a net zero charge. That is, equal number of positive and negative charges can be seen. But there is no pH at which the molecule has no has an absolute zero charge, that is complete absence of positive and negative charges. That is, amino acids and proteins are always in the form of ions. They always carry charged groups. For instance, in isoelectric pH, if acid is added to the Zwitter ion, a cation is resulted, right? For example, on addition of the acid, here what has happened? What has happened here? This particular proton, which accepted by the carboxyl group, right? And here Zwitter ion served as proton acceptor. Okay, once the proton accepted here, this indicates the basic property of amino acid. Okay, if a base is added to the Zwitter ion, anion is formed. That is, on addition of a base, okay, what has happened here? Here, this particular hydroxyl group, which is released in the form of water, right? Which is released in the form of water, right? And become here NH2, right? This NH2, 1H molecule, which is reacted with this particular hydroxyl group and released as water molecule. This reaction indicates the acidic property of the amino acid. Due to the dual roles, amino acids are said to be amphoteric compounds. Let us understand again the definition of isoelectric pH or isoelectric point. This can be defined as the pH at which amino acid molecules exist as a Zwitter ion or dipolar ion. And this carries no net charge and these molecules are electrically neutral. Or you can give this definition also, the pH at which a molecule carries no net electrical charge is isoelectric point. Thus, the molecule is electrically neutral. Under such condition, it migrates towards neither anode or cathode. Okay, here you can see this is the Zwitter ion, a dipolar ion or neutral molecule. For instance, this is the amino acid, alpha amino acid. In an aqueous condition, what has happened here? The proton from acid shifted to base. Okay, at that time, this acid, which is COO minus, this has lost its proton and attains negative charge. Okay, whereas this NH2 group, amino group, which has accepted the proton and become NH3 plus. Okay, this is plus and this is the minus positive charge and this is the minus negative charge. That says about the Zwitter ion or dipolar ion or neutral molecule. Okay, in the acidic medium, when I increase the pH, okay, that time what happens here? This proton will be accepted by the COO minus and become COOH. This will not accept, this is positive, right? It will reject. So this is COO minus, which accepts the proton, right? And CO minus become COOH. Overall, it's carrying the positive ion or cation. That is, it will move towards the cathode electrode. Okay. Here in this case, in the other case, what has happened here? Whereas here, when I increase the basic solution, that is hydroxyl molecule, that time, what has happened here? In this case, hydroxyl molecule, here, this hydroxyl molecule, which are attached to this particular amino group, okay, this is NH3, okay, NH3 plus here. This particular with this one of the H molecule which released in the form of water molecule. Okay, that is H2O, and that remains as negative. Okay, and that move towards the anion or anode electrode. Okay, so what is this? Whereas in this condition, what has happened as isoelectric point here, they cannot move either to positive or negative. Okay, and that particular situation is known as isoelectric point. Okay, and this can be determined also by pKa1, and this is the pKa2. What is the pKa? That is acid dissociation constant. Lower pK values, stronger acid, whereas the pK value is greater than 10, then that will be known as basic solution. Okay. Now let us understand here chemical properties of amino acids. Now let us understand here about amphoteric property. Okay, amino acids are amphoteric compounds, that is they are able to react both as acid and base, as they contain both acidic, that is COH, and basic NH2 groups. They can react with both alkalis and acids to form salts. In acid solution, amino acids carry positive charges and hence they move towards cathode in an electric field. In alkali solution, the amino acids carry negative charges and therefore move towards anode, right? So whereas in the previous slide we went through, right? Whereas in the acid condition that attains positively charged, right? And whereas in the basic condition, you can see they are negatively charged. In alkali solution, the amino acids carry negative charges and therefore move towards anode. When an amino acid is dissolved in water, it exists as inner salt carrying both positive and negative charges as Zwitter ion. Then neither move towards the anode nor cathode, right? This occurs as a result of dissociation of carboxyl group to release the proton, that is H plus ions, which passes from carboxyl to the amino group. Hope I made myself clear to you this particular Zwitter ion and isoelectric point. I, Dr. Pratibha K, signing off first today. Stay tuned with me. I'll be back with some more videos. And thank you for watching this video.